For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in.
Today, we've got a headline that's sending shockwaves through the fight world. Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated boxing icon, is back in the gym, training alongside Gervonta Tank Davis, as Davis gears up for his big fight against Jake Paul. That's right. Mayweather is stepping in to mentor his longtime protege as he gets ready to take on the YouTuber-turned-boxer. Now let's break down what this means and what to expect.
Were you going to call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
Gervonta Davis, known for his knockout power and unbeaten record, has been dominating the boxing world. But his upcoming fight with Jake Paul is grabbing attention for more than just the matchup itself.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Jake, who went from internet stardom to making a name in boxing, has been challenging top fighters. And now he's set to take on Tank in a showdown that's shaping up to be a major event.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
But here's the twist. Floyd Mayweather is back in Tank's corner. Despite their past ups and downs, the two have reunited, and the boxing world is buzzing over the return of this powerful duo.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Whether it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
Floyd Mayweather has always believed in Gervonta Davis. From the start of Tank's journey, Floyd played a key role in shaping his path and guiding him through the tough world of boxing.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Now, with the Jake Paul fight coming up, Floyd is stepping in directly to make sure Tank is fully prepared and performing at his peak. Tank has relocated his training camp to Las Vegas, fully diving into the same atmosphere that Floyd ruled for much of his legendary career.
And you exert yourself in the gym, so you fight is easy. This is what you want to force yourself. You exert yourself here. You don't got to worry about it. If you be tired in the gym, it's what you're supposed to be tired. So you won't be tired in the fight.
The Mayweather Boxing Club is full of energy as Floyd and Tank team up once again, sharpening Tank's skills and getting him ready for the unique test that Jake Paul brings to the ring.
All right, Tank, lean back for me. Deep breath in. Out all the way. Oh, yeah.
Felt good.
They put in some serious work. Tank's conditioning was on point, no shortcuts. This time, Floyd got on the mitts with him, bringing back that signature pop-pop rhythm that made him unbeatable in his prime. And he didn't stop there. Floyd lined up some of his toughest sparring partners for Tank. No easy rounds, no cherry-picked opponents. It felt like Floyd wanted to remind Tank what it really takes to stay at the top, and maybe, just maybe, prove that even the best have to grind every single day.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than, like, Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. Yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
But let's be real. Floyd stepping in to help Tank isn't just about training. It's also about sending a message and putting Jake Paul in his place.
I killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck you think they play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I fuck you up, motherfucker. I fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
Remember, the tension between Jake and Floyd goes way beyond boxing. Gloves when Logan Paul faced Floyd in that 2021 exhibition. The real drama didn't happen in the ring, it exploded outside of it.
Crazy shit was when Floyd tried to jump me.
That was at the NBA.
Yeah.
You got caught off guard in that one, right?
Yeah, bro, there was all of a sudden there was 30 people around me.
So
like
how do you...
the car was like right there, and then all of a sudden I'm getting jumped, and I was like, this, I'm out.
You just dipped, right?
Yeah, and I made the right decision. If I would have stayed there, there would have been a video of me getting my ass beat online. Like, they would have just started stomping on me and Don't try to be tough. Like, stay alive and be safe.
Jake Paul grabbed Floyd's hat right off his head during a chaotic face-off, a bold move that sparked a full-blown brawl. Floyd was furious and even managed to land a punch on Jake during the chaos.
I feel good, and I'm gonna go out there and perform and do what I do best.
Floyd, you really want to take them both on at the same night?
Absolutely, easy. You got two fake fighters. Fake fighter, I'm a real fighter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Right here, please. Right here.
Yo.
All right, hang on.
Yo.
I want you out of the way for me. Okay?
So, you looking over here? What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Yeah.
What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
So let's
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my own
Let's make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
2 in
boss.
1 night. Got your hat.
No.
Got your hat.
Chill. Play with me. Chill.
Watch it.
Ever since that moment, the tension has been real, and Floyd's pride has been on the line. So by showing up to train Tank, it's not just about giving him the edge, it's about sending a clear message to Jake that respect isn't. Taken, it's earned. Floyd's not just helping Tank sharpen his skills, he's reminding everyone in boxing that no matter how big your fan base is, you don't disrespect the money man and walk away without consequences.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Chatla Tuatuantian, Floyd's return to train Tank isn't just about getting ready for Jake Paul. It's about redemption and maybe even settling old scores. Remember, before the Lamont Roach fight, Tank split from both Calvin Ford and Floyd, thinking he could handle things on his own, but that fight didn't go as planned. It was ruled a draw, but anyone watching saw Tank get humbled. Lamont Roach exposed some real weaknesses, and for the first time, people started questioning if Tank was still that guy. Now he's back with Floyd trying to recapture that old magic. But here's the catch. Tank versus Jake Paul is set for November, while the Roach rematch is coming in August. So Tank can't afford to look past Roach. He underestimated him once, and it nearly cost him big. He can't make that mistake again.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, you know. But you gotta go to the gym and, you know, get back to the drawing board and, you know, train a little harder.
Let's be honest. This fight with Jake Paul makes no sense for Tank's career. After the Roach rematch in August, if Tank dominates and shuts everyone up, you'd expect him to chase real competition like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, guys who would truly test him and help cement his legacy. But instead, he's going after a Netflix payday. With a YouTuber, it feels less like chasing greatness and more like cashing out, interviews section turns.
This might be the worst thing that ever happened in the history of humanity. Jake Paul is set to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in November. This is ridiculous. First of all, Tank, I know you're known for not taking the hardest fights, but you at least fight actual boxers. What are you doing? You know, besides getting that bag. Second, Jake, why are you doing this? You're a bad person. Let's ignore the fact that I have personally watched this man rob a P.F. Chang's. Let's talk about his refusal to fight real boxers. He gets criticized for refusing to fight real boxers, so he fights Mike Tyson, a 60-year-old boxer. He gets criticized for fighting a 60-year-old boxer, so he fights a current championship boxer who is literally 100 pounds lighter than him. Tank Davis is a lightweight, 135 pounds. Jake Paul is a cruiserweight, 235 pounds. You're never beating this fraud allegation, Jake, so why are you doing this? What do you guys think of this fight? And don't tell me anything good. Say it in the comments, though.
How does that make any sense? Now let's flip it. Let's say Tank loses to Roach. That's back-to-back L's against a fighter who already almost beat him in the first match. If that knockdown had been counted, if Tank loses that rematch, the Jake Paul fight loses all value. Like, who's going to watch a dude who just lost to Lamont Roach fight Jake Paul?
You say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if you want to call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
It'll come off like a desperation move, like a quick cash grab from someone who's done chasing real boxing challenges and just wants an easy payday instead of proving he's still elite.
What do you think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing? You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Sure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
And honestly, that's what a lot of people are already saying. The signs are there. Tank's been hinting at retirement. He's called boxing boring and even got caught smoking during camp. It's raising serious questions about where his head's at right now.
Are you retiring? Are you
losing the love of the sport? What changed?
Dude, what made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to walk today. Okay.
Yep, and it was the same camp for the Lamont Roach fight. No wonder he nearly lost Tank. Even cut ties with Calvin Ford, the one coach who'd been in his corner from the very beginning. It's like he forgot what got him to the top in the first place.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
You guys calm down. Listen to me. Come on now.
Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
Everything Tank's doing right now screams that he's checked out of the sport. So if you're wondering why he's taking the Jake Paul fight, the answer's simple. It's all about the money.
Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding, because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds, and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for...
Tank's not chasing belts anymore. He's chasing millions. And say what you want about Jake Paul, but he brings the views, the hype, the headlines, and most importantly, the massive paychecks.
Is it true that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people.
Bro, that is so
It's all downhill
crazy.
from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
Is it true you made $170 million from this fight? I made a lot of money, the most I've ever made, 60 million households. Jake, 250 million people, bro. That's insane. It's all downhill from here for sure. I peaked.
Give them a good show, and you make your money. Like Jake Paul, made $40 million off of that. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson made $20 million off of the fight. It was played in the AT&T Stadium. We don't even know how much those guys got. How much did Netflix make? You know what I'm saying? How much did everybody involved made? Since Jake Paul made 40 million, Mike made 20 million. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it was all like an exhibition type show, and it was just for, each other to get some money. Mike got his money, Jake Paul got his money, and by unanimous decision, Jake Paul won because, of course, he was a younger guy.
Floyd's making sure Tank takes the Jake Paul fight because that's where the real money is. Floyd basically started the whole influencer-boxer crossover wave, fighting YouTubers in exhibitions and walking away with massive paydays. And even though people clown it, it works. Tank's already been saying boxing feels boring. And now with Floyd back in his ear, he's seeing the bigger picture fight. Influencers cash out and ride Floyd's playbook to stay famous and filthy rich. Now, Tank's about to turn that blueprint into his own money-making hustle.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight
and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million.
So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.